Okay, this will be a quick one. I just wanted to say a few things on Mob Psycho. A few notes I made. I didn't take that many notes. I should have, because it's an excellent anime. So I remember I even wrote down the seasons and the episodes. So in season 2, episode 12, there was something about them learning that people grow through the encounters with others. So people need others in their lives. And I am sure it was Shigeo who said that if my happiness is at the expense of others' tears, I don't want that happiness. And he also said people need other people, which obviously fully agree. And people need cats. Right, Tika? Okay, so in season 2, episode 5, this was before, he said that hearts are made up of two sides. Just as happiness gleams in the shadows of sorrow, only in the darkest depths of fear does courage truly shine. So this kind of helped me because it reminded me that whenever I'm going through like a really rough time, I just have to remember that that is the only gateway to really let the best come out of you, you know? So sometimes I also find myself like really sad or like in some negative emotions that I don't know how to deal with. And I, even in those moments, I remind myself that I am happy to feel those because it is a, you know, like a portal, or what would you call that? It just shows that I'm alive, you know, truly feeling alive is so underestimated, and just being aware. And sometimes I have also like awareness moments, realizing that I'm alive. Yeah, baby. Okay, so then now I have to kneel a bit so you can see Tigger as well. Okay, so then we have got season 3, episode 6. There we have where Shigeo and Dimple had like, I don't know, falling out or some trust issues or something, and I don't really remember what happened, but I wrote down that Shigeo said Dimple stayed true to him, even though he did doubt Dimple. But Dimple kept trusting Shigeo. No, wasn't it the other way around? That Dimple was mistrusting Shigeo, but Shigeo kept believing in Dimple? Because, for example, when he had that ugly shirt on, it was only Dimple who told him the truth that he was, and gave his honest opinion on it, while the others were like evading the question or just trying to run away or didn't want to like hurt his feelings, right? So that's a true friend, you know, a friend who can like call you out on your shit as well, and you know, just tell you when something is off so that you have the opportunity to grow from it or rise from it, you know, better yourself somehow. So Dimple always wanted to be a god, right? He wanted to have followers, but then he realizes that all he actually wanted was a friend, and he found that in Shigeo, just so cute. And Dimple in that episode also sacrificed himself to save Shigeo and the rest, and then Dimple brainwashed Shigeo to go home to save him, and Shigeo doesn't remember anything, but he cried himself to sleep and thanked Dimple for being his friend. That was so cute. That was, yeah, I already said season 3, episode 6. And then we have got season 3, episode 10. Like, things don't always go the way we want them to, but that doesn't mean we can go on a rampage. I don't remember who went on a rampage, but that's the lesson I drew from it. And all Shigeo's loved ones, they were trying to get him back to normal. I guess he was like, maybe he was going, you know, ballistic. And they tried to put some sense into him. And then there was a whole topic or like discussion on hedonistic desires vs morality. So we can't always like give in to our like drives. What do you call them? The drivers, the what drives us, or animalistic drivers, whatever. We also have to like take into account to stay moral and stuff. And part of Shigeo is also negative. Like, he always seems like a docile and lovable character, but there's also like an awful sick side that he never acknowledged. And I could so relate to this because I always grew up trying to be like the goody two-shoes, the polite, person, and very kind and always giving and never asking for too much, never being trouble and all that stuff. But yeah, like, we also have to acknowledge that we all have something dark in us, and basically he never did. And Ritsuko, his brother, he always wanted to get and gain a lot of power to be able to stop and help Shigeo that way. So that was his whole intention. And Reagan, in this episode, also finally confessed and told the truth that he doesn't have any powers. And I think he said this to Shigeo, that he's fine the way he is. And like, everyone accepted him the way he is. So he can also accept himself, It really is true, though. We do need others to remind us that we are okay the way we are, because sometimes we are way too hard on ourselves. Like, we do have an inner critic, which is probably the harshest critic of ourselves. And then there was an inner dialogue that Shigeo accepts his ugly side, like his dark side, his evil side, whatever, his negative sides, also with the help of his loved ones, though. So those are the lessons I drew from Mob Psycho. I do remember that, I think it was in season 1 maybe, I didn't write this down, but I do remember when he was fighting that blonde kid who, like, misused his power to, I don't know, like, only serve himself, and was kind of a bully. Like, he was taught a lesson too. I think the lesson was that, what's the point of having so much power if you're not going to use it to help others, maybe? Or something along those lines. And I don't know if that was the lesson, really. But it was something so powerful and meaningful. I just remember that I was in awe of that episode. When Shigeo was fighting, I forgot his name, the one with the blonde hair that was like, he had a weird hairdo and it was cut off. That was funny. And that also reminds me of that One Piece episode where Nami was captured by Enel, that lightning powered devil fruit user who saw himself as a god. And she also said, like, what the hell is the point of having everything if you don't have anyone to share it with? Right, Tika? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Gigi. Oh, look how he's swimming. Come on, Tika. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. You're the cutest. 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 Okay, then that's it. We say bye-bye.